Just a week away from the great solar eclipse of 2024, with millions of people expected to travel to one of the places of totality in order to see it.
Meteorologist Katie McNeil has more on the safety precautions you need to take if you plan on viewing the eclipse. Katie?
Well, the countdown is on as we're now only a week away from the solar eclipse. If you're heading out to view this phenomenon on the 8th, eye safety is a top priority. From the Rhode Island Department of Health, there can be some health risks associated with viewing a solar eclipse. Do not stare at the sun directly without proper eyewear, as it can cause permanent eye damage. With this in mind, parents are encouraged to watch children closely and make sure they're keeping proper eyewear on at all times while viewing, as they may not fully understand the risks. Solar eclipse glasses are recommended by health officials to view the sun safely, and RIDO says other lenses such as a phone or camera lens should not be used, as the sun can burn through the filter and cause serious eye injuries. And when you're buying eclipse glasses, make sure they have an ISO certification and are not damaged or scraped before using them. For further information on where to buy these glasses, you can head to our website at WPRI.com. In studio, I'm meteorologist Katie McNeil, 12 News.
All right, Katie, thank you, and stay with 12 News as we continue covering the solar eclipse. We will have live coverage for you on April 8th. We are now 1 week away from the total solar eclipse.
And as we've reported, the closest place to see totality is northern New England, but you'll still be able to take a good glance here in southern New England with proper eye protection, of course.
Of course, meteorologist Katie McNeil tells us about that and some local watch parties that are being planned. Katie?
While we won't be seeing a total eclipse here in Rhode Island, we'll get pretty close with an 89 to about 90% coverage across our area. Here's a closer look at eclipse coverage for certain towns. Northern Rhode Island will have the highest percent of coverage, with Woonsocket at 91%. Providence and Warwick will be at 90% coverage, and farther south towards the coast, including Charlestown and New Bedford, will be at 89% coverage. Along with that, peak eclipse times in these towns range between 3:28 p.m. down towards the coast and 3:29 p.m. up into areas farther north. There will be several family-friendly viewing parties across Rhode Island and southeastern Mass. This includes viewing parties in South Kingstown at the Peacedale Library, Providence at the Museum of Natural History, as well as other events at the Swansea and Tiverton Public Libraries. All of these events are free and open to the public for all ages. Anyone who attends the Providence Natural History Museum event will also get a free pair of eclipse glasses. And for more information, you can head to our website at WPRI.com. In studio, I'm meteorologist Katie McNeil, 12 News.
Just under a week away from the solar eclipse, and while most of the sun will be covered here in southern New England, you'll have to go north to get the total show.
Meteorologist Katie McNeil goes over what you need to know if you plan on traveling. Katie?
Although there are no current travel restrictions here in Rhode Island, if you're heading farther north towards areas in the path of totality, there may be some changes. Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine all have advisories in place, with a high volume of visitors expected in certain towns which are within 100% coverage zones. The Vermont Department of Motor Vehicles will be putting restrictions for overweight vehicle traffic and urge commercial vehicle drivers to alter delivery dates and times if possible throughout the state. In New Hampshire, the Department of Transportation, New Hampshire State Police, and Homeland Security urges visitors to stay on state highways to travel to and from eclipse viewing locations. In Maine, the Department of Inland Fisheries and Wildlife recommends planning your trip out beforehand and staying on paved roads at all times, as many rural areas of Maine have poor cell signals where GPS may not be reliable. It is also recommended to give yourself extra time to travel, as heavy traffic and delays are likely both before and after the eclipse. For more detailed travel information, you can head to our website at WPRI.com. In studio, I'm meteorologist Katie McNeil, 12 News.